tuned in to The Thinking Class with Lawrence D. Adams. Let's go.
Salute everyone. This is Lawrence D. Adams. Yes, I am back. 1 second. I see a mistake I didn't even catch. As far as what in the title, it happens, and it shouldn't have happened. I should have caught it. But this is the thing when you take a break from doing live stream or doing streaming, this is what takes place. But yeah, we are live right now. Shout out to everyone in the chat room. Shout out to you. This is Lawrence D. Adams. Yes, I am live today. And the title should be The People Losing Bad in Life Can Win with the Right Mindset. But you see what happened right there. Oh my God. You know, it happens to the best of us. I'm trying to adjust it, but it won't let me adjust it right now to actually correct that. But shout out to everybody. Shout out to Happy Friday to you, Chris, in the chat. Shout out to you. Good to see you here. Good to see you here. I'm going to pull my cab up in a second. I'm just trying to look for, because that bothers me. I'm such a perfectionist. It doesn't make any sense. But we're going to talk about mindset, because mindset is so important, especially when it comes to this game. Especially when it comes to this game. 1 second, because it's going to bother me till it's corrected. Let me edit it right now. And it ain't going to allow me to do it right now. Allow editing minutes on the original start. Okay, good. We edit it later on. But shout out to everyone. This is Lawrence D. Adams. You listen to me live. I am ready. I hope you are ready today. Shout out to you. I had to put the big boy hat on today. Let them know what you're working with. It's a little glare in the black back, but I'm here. Drop my hat down a little bit. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to you. If you are listening to me, let me know that you were in the chat room. You hear me. We are ready to go. Make sure I got the right things up. Shout out to people losing bad in life can win with the right mindset. If you haven't noticed lately, let me drop some things and say some things first before I go in and say what I have to say, because I haven't went live in a minute. And I'm going to say some things. Right, a notification just went out. Let me say some things, clear the air about what's going on with the thinking class. The thinking class is not, let me say this again, and I know it is powerful in saying this. The thinking class is not for everyone. This channel is designed for men to get their minds together. Not only their minds, but get their walk together, that they are 10 toes down, living the best life that they can live. So I just want to make sure I'm clear of who I'm reaching. Is this, we have women that come along, they listen to what we're saying, but it's definitely, this is definitely to get men's minds together so that they can think. I get stopped in the street all the time, say, hey man, I'm listening to what you're saying. I appreciate the game that you're giving. And we understand, let me get this clear too. When I talk about game, I am not talking about manipulation or trying to trick somebody. The game that I'm talking about is just strategy. Moving from point A to point B. Understanding human nature, understanding what? Female nature, understanding male nature, and then winning in life. It's no need to play the game if you're not going to win at life. I gotta say that. I gotta clear out who I'm reaching and who needs to hear this. So when I'm talking about the people losing bad in life can win, supposed to be can, not con, can win in life are those who have the right mindset. So let me lay some things down when I talk about mindset. Your mindset can determine how far you go up and how low you go down. Your mindset can determine how far you go up, and it can determine how far you go down. Many people win lose or draw in life happens first with their mindset. And if you have listened to anything that I've said any amount of time on this channel, you realize that the imagination is where the game is won or is lost. So a lot of things that we hear on these social media streets, people talking and saying things, really need to examine what are the mindset what mindset do they have and what mindset are they trying to give you? If they're not giving you solutions, you need to exit stage left. Let me say that again. If they're not giving you solutions, you need to exit stage left. You need to leave people alone who do not give you solutions to where you need to go at. The first thing, in order to have the right mindset, you got to realize that we're talking about, when we talk about mindset, a lot of people get it mixed up and get it misconstrued. So let me get very clear what I mean mindset. The way you think, the way you process, the way you perceive things is normally determine whether you're going to win or you're going to lose when it comes to life. But I'm going to go a little bit further and I'm going to say something else. And you need to pay attention to this. Pay attention to this. Pay attention to this. What you assume about life, good, bad, or indifferent, it's what's holding you up or it's causing you to move forward. It is your assumption about women, because I know a lot of guys want to know about women. It's your assumption about money. It's your assumption about whatever's going on around you that's holding you in place. So when I say mindset, I want to make sure I want to tap in right to your assumption. What are you assuming about what's going on? What are you assuming about where you need to be at? Your assumption is what's holding you back or moving you forward when it comes to life. Some of you have took on the assumptions of other people. Let me get a little bit clearer. You would take on the assumptions of things you heard on social media, things you would have heard from your father, things you would have heard from your sister, and not your brother. And their assumptions are what's holding you back. It is those assumptions, those mindsets that are stopping you. Let me give some examples. You might assume that if you take your shoes off in a house, that something bad's going to happen to you. Because you have that mindset and that assumption, guess what's going to happen? You're going to fulfill that every single time. Some of y'all have assumptions that ain't no good women here in the United States. And guess what's going to happen? Because of your assumption, you're going to run into ain't no good women. Some of you have assumptions that you'll never get out of the place that you're in. And guess what's going to happen? Your assumptions are holding you in place. Some of you had assumptions that you will never make more money than what you're making now. And guess what's happening? Your assumptions is holding you to that place. It is your assumptions about life that's stopping you from moving forward. That's why I'm saying when you have the assumption of a loser and life ain't no good, things ain't going to work out, things are just bad. Guess what's going to happen? Your assumptions about life are holding you in place. I've watched it too many times in my own personal life, and I watched it in relationships. I watched it with money, and watched it with cars I had. I watched it with how I raised my sons. My assumptions about life has held me captive, or has been the thing that made me free. My assumptions that I can't travel, guess what's going to happen? I will not travel, and guess what happened? Then I can't find the right fare because my assumptions that I have inside of me is holding me back. Too many people, you're taking on other people's assumptions and they are holding you back. What's going on, Darren? Good to see you, brother. That's why you need to do. Now, I'm going to tell you, how do you find out what your assumptions are? I'm going to tell you how you find out your assumptions in life. I'm going to tell you right now what your assumptions are, because they always are revealed to you. I'm going to give that information to you right now. Your assumptions are always revealed to you by what you see on the outside of you. Life is always giving you a report of what's going on and what you are thinking. Let me say that again. Life is always giving you a report, or let me say it another way. It's always giving you a reflection of what you are thinking. How do you know that, LDA? Because I said this before, you need to catch this. Everyone is just you pushed out. So life is always giving you a report of what you are thinking. And when you realize that, you would adjust what you're thinking, and the people around you will adjust. You don't change people, you change what you think about people. Let me help someone say it. Let me say that again. You don't change people, you change how you see people. So right now, if you have the wrong mindset about people, or a certain group of culture, or a certain group of people, guess what they're going to do? They're going to fulfill your assumption about them. That's why it's so important to have the right mindset. So life is always giving you a report, is always giving you data, is always giving you analytics back about what you see, or what you are thinking. You don't know what you're thinking? Check the people that you're around. If you don't know, well, I don't know, I'm a little frustrated. Bam. Someone comes and say, let me give you an example. I was a little apprehensive about what I wanted to do for us with a certain project. And I went on and I began to, I was processing in my mind, but I was a little doubtful. I was like, I don't know if this is going to work or not. Guess what came along? I shared it with somebody. Guess what they reflected back to me? My doubt about the project. They reflected my doubt and disbelief in myself about the project. Life is always giving you a reflection back to you on what you are thinking. So what I had to do is I say, okay. I see the data that's coming in. Let me adjust what I think about this project and let me look at it another way. The moment I became clear and concrete and had conviction that this project is going to work, guess what happened? People begin to show up and reflect my confidence and my belief that this project is going to work. That's why I'm saying the right mindset calls you to win in life. The problem is not the people. The problem was not the project. The problem was what I perceived inside of me of what I thought about it. The world is always confirming what you think about yourself and what you think about whatever that's going on. It's always going to be like, yup, that's what you believe. It's only reflecting back to you what you think. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down. If you understand what I'm saying, let me know in the chat room. If you understand exactly what I'm saying, that's why I say if you go into one of the consultations with coaching with me, I'm only going to say what you're thinking. I'm going to reflect back to you another version of you, of who you are. So people losing bad in life are the people who have a mindset of losing. No, I don't, LDA. I'll be thinking good things. I'm a winner. No, you don't, because you keep reflecting it back in your world. If you realize how powerful you are, you'll change your mindset. You'll change the way you're thinking. You'll change the way you approach. But you don't understand, man. These women out here, they messed up. You don't understand, the ladies. And you don't understand, these people trying to rob you, trying to steal from you. They trying to take guns from you. That's your mindset. Guess what you're going to run into? Everyone who thinks like that, who's going to reflect and who's going to sustain your type of mindset. That is the reason why, if you check my Instagram or my Facebook, I'm around people who have the right mindset, or I'm in the right environment that reflects what's on the inside of me. So I don't try to change the outside of me first. I change what's on the inside of me first. And for those who are Bible scholars and things like that, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Where's the not seen at? It's on the inside of you. It's when you get clear and when you are convinced on the inside of you, the right mindset, that your world around you will begin to change. Some of you are wondering why you are where you are right now. It's because of your mindset. I'm in the process. I love language, and Tony, friends, I'm gonna help you with your minds. I'm gonna help what you're saying this. I'm in the process of changing my mindset. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna leave that right there because I want to get this, because this is powerful. What he just said. Let me say it. Let's change that. Let's change that right quick. I've already have the right mindset for where I need to go. You got to be the most. I wanted to do a show on this. I'll probably do it in the future. Whatever you put I am in is very dangerous. I am in the process. Whatever you put after I am is dangerous. So guess what's going to happen? You're going to always be in the constant loop of changing your mindset. Whatever you put in after I am is dangerous. So I am a winner. You're going to be a winner. Right. Whatever you put after remember, I am. Hey, what's going on? What's going on, bro? Whatever you put after I am is dangerous. It's more dangerous than cussing. It's more dangerous than telling somebody off. It's more dangerous than anything else. You got to be careful what you put in front of I am, and after I am. So I'm going to say this. I'm in the process. So you will constantly be in the process of changing your mind. Instead of saying, I'm already have a changed mind. I already have a changed mindset. Let me get what Darren said. I am starting to walk. I'm even change that. Walk out my doubts. No, I am walking. I am walking in complete faith. See, when you see what happens is, right, there you go. There we go. I'm already have a changed mind. Correct. Yes, there it is. And now I'm starting to walk. So when you put after I'm starting to walk out my doubts. No. I am walking in complete faith, because your focus is still on your doubts. So now you're saying, no, I am walking in complete faith, and I enjoy it. It is delicious. It is fun. That's how you change. So what you got to do is you go into your imagine. People are so afraid of imagination. They think it's some kind of voodoo and some kind of witchcraft and all that kind of stuff. Your imagination, you use it every day. In Joshua 1, they talk about the power of imagination. I'm in my your imagination is where the power is. As I say on here, the imagination is the playground of the gods. So now I am walking in complete faith. I've already have a changed mindset. I'm already there. If you understand the power of having the right mindset, it will free you from everything around you. You don't change it on the outside first. You change your mindset first. That's why I'm saying this ain't for everybody. This teaching ain't for everybody. This is for people who say, you know what? This ain't for everybody. This I don't. This is the thing. People say, "Well, you're worried about the numbers." I'm okay with how many people are in the chat room. I'm okay if people are watching. And one time I wasn't. Oh, you should have more people. I don't care. I don't care. I just don't care. Now you asked a question. So when you asked how much is it that you're in the wrong place versus you have the wrong mindset? Confirmation. I understand. How much is that in your wrong place versus having the wrong mind? So rephrase that question. I'll answer it, and we, put a super chat on there or something like that to let me know you want that question answered. So let me go with the right mindset. I remember. I'm gonna tell you because Darren's here because he knows. I was at Akron University. I had the wrong mindset. I didn't have the mindset to graduate. Can I be completely honest? I didn't have the right mindset to graduate. I went down there. I seen all the girls. I seen the fraternities. I seen the partying. I seen the spade competitions that was going on in the student center. I seen people kicking it. I had my little girlfriend on the side, and I was going to church too. And I didn't have the right mindset to say graduate. My mindset was not turn the tassel. And then I was thinking about going to another school because I was undecided that I wanted to go there. I wanted to go to a Christian college. I was all over the place. I didn't know what I wanted to do. Guess what happened to me? I did not graduate from Akron University. I was going in there because I had scholarship money to become a teacher. Oh, you said, well, there's no God's plan and all that. I understand God's plan and things like that. But my mindset was wrong. Can I be completely honest? Can I be completely transparent? At the wrong mindset. So LDA did not graduate from Akron University. And I had to go home and get a job and sit my behind down while I watched people who went to school with me graduate with their MBA, their everything else, because you know why? They had the right mindset. You're first defeated in your mind first, not in your behind. Let me say that again. You're first defeated in your mindset first and not in your behind. If you think you can, you won't. If you think you can't, you won't. I don't care what they say to you, you won't do it. But if you think you can, you will figure out ways and means to get it done. That's why having the right mindset is so important. I gave something. I said the right mindset. I said the right assumption, but you got to tell yourself a new story about you. Some of you are living off of the old story of who you used to be. How you used to be in the clubs getting it, and yeah, man, you have not told the right story about who you are. When you change the story about who you are, you change your life. Some of y'all have the story that you can never be married. Some of you have the story that you would never have money, that you would never have a car, because you keep playing that same story in your mindset. And guess what's going to happen? Because you keep playing that same story in your mindset, you're going to constantly be the character in that story, fulfilling every part of that story in your life. That's why it's so important to have the right mindset, the right assumptions about things, and the right story around you. I'm saying that because it's so important, especially because I'm in the process. I'll be very clear. I'm in the process of changing the story around me, story around the thinking class. The story that, these are individuals who are Renaissance, who think, who process, who see things happen in life like this. I'm changing the story that I see around the people around me. Those who lose bad in life, lose bad in life normally have a bad story about life. Those who lose bad in marriages and cars and situations normally have a bad story about that. If you were to sit down and talk to them, why do you keep getting cars that keep breaking down? You have a bad mindset and a bad story and assumption about cars. So you keep picking cars that it's going to break down every 6 months. You buying another car. Why? Because you have the wrong story around the mindset. There you go. Shout out to you. What happened to my sound? Shout out to you. Thank you, Tone. There you go. Woo! Appreciate that. Thank you. What we get a look. Appreciate it. He said, started listening to you this year. The student is ready. You showed up, and I honestly appreciate your message. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for dropping down and putting some respect on the game. Putting some, showing that, you know what, I appreciate what you're saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm not mad about the numbers. I don't care who don't show up. This is for people, like he just said, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. But when the teacher is ready, the students will appear. I'm not for everyone. I'm not trying to reach everybody's mama, cousin. I'm not going to talk about everything that's going on. I am actually I'm a specialist in the mind, getting your mind together so that your behind can follow. I've been studying this for years, but now I'm getting precise. Now I am precise. Now I am concise. Now I know who I'm supposed to reach. And that's why I'm talking about that. Shout out to you, Tone, for this, what you just dropped down for that cash, for that super chat right there. So I want you to get this. Your mind, the right mindset. Some of you say, well, how do I get the right mindset as far as with dressing, LDA, how to look? You have the wrong mindset. So when you have the right mindset about who you are on the inside, it will reflect on the outside. It's a little song we used to sing at church when I was little. I used to love to sing it because the old people would dance and clap and all like that. It says, Jesus on the inside, working on the outside, brought about a change in my life. Some of y'all don't realize how powerful you are on the inside of you. It starts with the right mindset. You don't have a money issue. You have a mindset issue. You don't have a woman issue. You have a mindset issue. You don't have a car issue. You have a mindset issue. Let me say it again. You don't have a game issue because game is just what it is. You have the wrong mindset about game. Let me say that. Let me help somebody out. You don't have the issue ain't the game because the game is what it is. You have an issue is your mindset about the game. If you keep thinking that women gonna take advantage of you, you gonna keep running to Susie, Brenda, Geraldine, every woman who's gonna take advantage of you because you have the wrong mindset about women. But let me go a little deeper just to help some people out. Because it ain't them. Y'all better pay attention to this. Anything I've said today, you better pay attention to this. Pay attention to what I'm about to share right now, because this is going to you have the wrong mindset about yourself. If you keep you keep losing in life, you keep losing with relationships, things are not going right. The issue is never on the outside of you. It's always about how you see yourself. Your self-image, your mindset about you. You want to have a good marriage? You want to have a good relationship? You want to go and travel around the world? You got to change how you see yourself. Let me give you an example. If you say you throwing game, you talking to a woman and things like that, and what's happening is she ain't showing you no love. Man, why she ain't showing me no love? So what you try to do, let me get some more game to figure out how to get her, to show me some more love. Let me show you what to do. You're out there looking for love instead of being love. When you become love and when you are love, when you begin to love yourself, guess what's going to happen? The world's going to show you love. Some people, that's narcissist. You get that word. People use that word so loosely. They don't even got clinical credentials to give that, to say somebody is narcissist. When you begin to love yourself and you begin to say, I love everything about you, guess what's going to happen? The world will say, you know what? I love everything about you. The world only echoes what you say to yourself. Let me say that again. The world only echoes what you say to yourself. Y'all, man. This ain't no patty cake. This ain't no child's play right here. Woo! Oh, my dude, what's good to see you. He said, that's a great point. Changing your world begins with changing yourself. You change that by changing your mindset. Teach. Thank you. So the thing you want to do, that's why I don't look for love. I'm looking for love and all the wrong. You're looking for love. If you're looking for love, you'll never find it. If you're looking for a woman, you'll never find her. For the women who are listening, if you're looking for a man, you'll never find him. Guess what you're going to find? Guess what you're going to do? You'll get a person and you're still going to be looking. I'm looking for money. Guess what's going to happen? You're going to always be searching for money. I'm looking for a new car. You're going to always be looking for a new car. I'm looking for some new socks. You're going to, ain't it funny? Ain't it funny when you lose something, say you in your house, because it happened to me many times. And I want you to really think about this, because this is something so simple that everybody can get, but we don't apply it to our other parts of our lives when it comes to the right mindset. It's funny, when you lose your keys, what's the first thing you do? I can't find those keys. You start tearing up I remember one time I had to be at work at almost, I had to be at work in less than 0.3 seconds. Shout out, respect on the name. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out, there you go, respect on the name. Apologies, I thank you so much. Appreciate that. But I'm gonna tell, man, I was looking for these keys. I couldn't find the keys. I was tearing up the house. I had the pillows everywhere. I looked inside of my briefcase. I looked inside of my secret place. I started looking for keys everywhere. Because I said to myself, I remember, anything you put after I cannot find these keys. Guess what happened? I said, let me stop. Let LDA, get it together, man. I went and got some water and walked away. And guess what happened? I said, I have my keys. Let me get a little bit clear. I am the keys and I am found. Guess what happened? They were sitting right in front of me all the time. They were sitting right in front of me all the time. But this happens to everything in your life. If you're searching for love, guess what's going to happen? You're going to be you'll get with a person and they're going to be searching for love and you're going to be searching for love. If I'm looking for a girlfriend, you're going to always be looking for a girlfriend. Well, I'm looking for a new car. Guess what's going to happen? You're going to be always looking for a new car. But when you become the car, I'm saying something because I'm in the process of getting a new car. So what do? I go look at the car, but I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. I'm looking at the car I want. I know the year, I know the model, I know what color, inside and out. So what do? What I do is I now become the car. I no longer search for the car because I am the car. Let me give it a little. Let me give it a little bit clear. Let me get a little bit clear. Let me get a little bit clear. I tell the story on the thinking class how I'm driving this particular car. I changed the story on the inside of me and say, you know what? LDA has just got his new car, and I show the keys up here. I go into my imagination and see me driving down I-90 in my new car. I see me taking a picture with the new car. I went to my spot and got it tinted. Why? Because I already have the car. Well, what about this and what about that? What mess people up in the mind with this mindset thing is when you're trying to figure out how it's going to happen. How is none of your business. Let me read my brother. Facts. You will have what you say. The mouth can't help but speak out the abundance of the heart. Correct. That's Bible all day. So I'm already in possession of the car. Well, I don't see it. Where's it at, LDA? I already have it. That's why I said those who know the game know the game. That's why I said the first game you play is not on others. It's the game that you play on yourself. That's why I say, well, I'm trying to get this woman this and this and this. Guess what you're going to happen? You're going to always be trying, which is a weak word. You're always going to be trying to get a woman. But when you say like this, you know what? I have women all the time. Guess what's going to happen? They just start gravitating. Bing, 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 bing. Why? Because you have the mindset that I already have. Same thing with money. I always have money. Guess what happened? Money starts showing up out of places I didn't even know. Because you know why? I always have money. My mindset is I always have money. If you understand what I'm saying, put a number 1 in the chat room. Put a number 1 in the chat room. Put a number 1 in the chat room. I need to go get some water. Put a 1 in the chat room. You're picking up what I'm putting down. Good, I appreciate it. Now I want you to get this. The world, the people around you want you to have a mindset of a loser. From churches to mosques, everything else want you to have the mindset of a loser. Because when you have the mindset of a loser, you're easily can control by just giving you a carrot. That's why you have to be careful who you're listening to. Who you're listening to. Are they trying to give you a solution or they're trying to bind you up? And the first place that they bind you up is with your mindset. I'm trying to think of another way of saying it, but how do you know if you're in the wrong place versus having the wrong mindset? Okay, great. Good answer. Thank you for putting some respects on it. I appreciate that. So I answer the question. Says, how do you know how do you know you're in the, 1 second. Let me stop this cam. 1 second, I'm going to answer a question. I got to plug in something because it went out. I love technology. I love technology. How do you know you're in the right? Ooh, I got the answer for you too. Ooh, I got the answer for you. 1 second. There we go. Here we go. So how do you know? How do you know you're in the wrong place versus having the wrong mindset? So the wrong place is always a reflection of the wrong mindset. What's going on, Trav? Good to see you, man. Shout out to Trav. Let me say that again. The wrong place is always a reflection of the wrong mindset. Place is outside of you. Mindset is within you. So how do you know you're in the wrong place? Check your mindset. Your mindset is always reflecting on the outside of you. So if you're in the wrong place, most definitely you have the wrong mindset. I'm like I said, on God, you in the wrong. So you in the wrong place. Check your mindset. See, this is the thing. Let me help you out. I'm gonna say it. Let's do a reversed on that. I'm in the right place at the right time with the right people. Guess what's going to happen? That is a reflection of my thinking. So what happens, because I have the right mindset, I'm in the right place at the right time with the right people. Everything around you will reflect that. No, that ain't right, LDA. Test it. If you're in the wrong place, you find yourself giving more than you share and getting things done, right? So you need to so you got to realize it comes back to your mindset. The lens, where you are at, is a reflection of your thinking. That's why I don't listen to a bunch of butterscotch bull crap on these YouTube streets. Because you're trying to give you the wrong mindset. You are in the wrong mindset when you want to be in your fantasy, and your fantasy is more apparent than your reality. Correct. So you got to be, so if you're in the wrong place, wait a minute, whoa. Let's go a bit further. Who told you were in your wrong place? Could it be you are perceiving this as the wrong place, and it is really your right place? If you understand how much we are like the God, we are not God, it changes everything. People lose bad because, like you said, why do I know I'm in the wrong place? Check your mindset. If you're in the wrong place, you got to think, why did I think about this? Why am I processing this? Why am I perceiving it this way? I have an event I'm going to tomorrow. I'm going to share this, but I'm not going to show you. I got to go to an event tomorrow. I've already gone to the event in my imagination. I've already made connections with people who I need to connect. What happens when you do that? I'm going to talk about this on another show. I really need to talk about this because I need to do a separate thing. And the show part is going to be entitled, I've seen you before. I've been here before. I got to give a better title, but I've been here before. I've seen this before. What is that, deja vu? No, I'm not talking about deja vu. I'm talking about where you go in your imagination and meet everybody you need to meet. You talk to everybody you need to meet. You need to talk to. You interact with everybody you need to talk. Well, that don't sound right, LD. I don't know about that. This may not be for you. You do it already. If you're going to let me break it down. I got to put on my pimp hat now. Cock it to the side. If you go and talk to this young lady and you say in your mind, oh, she ain't gonna, and you look at her and she finer than she look good. She got the curves you like. She looking fine. She smell good. She get the lip gloss popping and everything like that. But you say within yourself, she ain't gonna go for a dude like me. Guess what's happened? You already lost because you said within yourself, she ain't gonna go for a dude like me. And guess what you do? You project that thought onto her and she fulfills your very thought. I ain't gonna get that. You go on an interview, I ain't gonna get that job. You already think about it, they ain't gonna hire me. Guess what's gonna happen? They are going to fulfill what you've been saying to yourself. You've been doing it already. All I'm doing is exposing what you've been doing and say, apply the game accordingly. Apply the game accordingly. Apply the game accordingly. In the end, it's about blessing and lessons. Just because it's a challenge, it doesn't mean it's wrong. Your imagination is the key to becoming the vessel to receive what you say you want. Right. Because we have no wants, because we have everything that we want. So it, all right, you should be able to hear me loud and clear. All right. So I want you to really get this. How long am I? 47? Okay, I'm almost done. The lesson today, you can win with the right mindset. Not the wrong mindset, with the right mindset. If you want to go deeper to what I'm saying, you want the transformation that I'm talking about, you got to book a counsel, take a book of coaching, and we'll go further into it. But I want to make sure I emphasize this because it's so important. It is so important. The game is not won when you get on the court or when you get on the field. The game is won many times at halftime or before you even get on the field. The most interesting thing why we love Kobe, I love Kobe Bryant. Shout out to him. I remember where I was when he passed away. I was in Vegas going to Denny's with my brothers. We were all together and we got the news on our phone. But the interesting thing about Kobe Bryant, he had a mindset that he was not going to lose and that he was going to study everyone and outdo whatever they did. He paid the price first in his mind. And I heard something recently what he said he did. He would he would relax in the chair or whatever. So he relaxed in the chair, get himself to relax, and he'll go in his imagination and he would go over different moves, different shots in his mind. Then he would drift off to sleep. He did this regularly in his mind. Not only did he did that in his mind, he did that when he was on the court. Before the game, he would go in his imagination and see him doing certain moves, passing into certain people, them doing things. He did that first in his imagination. So when he played at a different level. Why? Because he already played it in his imagination. So the thing is, what's stopping you while you're losing in life, while things are not going the way you wanted to go, while you're in the pain that you may be in, is because you have first lived there in your imagination or in your mind. And now it's just out picturing, it is reflecting out in the world. So if you want to change transformation of your world around you, first start in your mind. Start with your environment. What are you digesting? What are you eating mentally? What is your mental diet? Who are you listening to? I'm not talking about being going out there and ignoring things around you, but who are you listening to? Who's giving you your mental meal every day? Who's giving you your mental vitamin every day? Who's giving your mental shot every day? You need to be in an environment that you create first in your mind and reflect on the outside of you. I'm gonna tell a story I heard today. It was quite interesting. I listened to it twice. I got up this morning and went to go work out. I walked over to the gym, crossed the street, and went to go work out. And I put the lady's teaching on. It was quite interesting. It's about winning the lottery. Now, we ain't talking about nobody. Please, when you hear this story, please do not say I'm LDA trying to tell you how to win the lottery. I'm not telling you that. I'm just telling you the story. We ain't saying gambling or anything like that. So this lady said she wanted to win the lottery. So what she did was she says, I always win the lottery. So she's seen herself always winning the lottery. So she would win. She would go and get scratch offs and she would win. Get another scratch off. She'll win. So and then she would win like little prizes, maybe 500 here, 100 here. And she will always win like little lotteries. And she did this for 2 months straight, constantly winning some kind of prize or some kind of lottery. But she said to herself, she's seen first in her imagination that she already won the lottery and that she already won a scratch off. And she said, I am a person that always wins the lottery. Always win lottery. But she said she wanted to change and win the big lottery, like big money. And it was at that point when she said, I want to win the lottery. Check my language, what I'm saying. She said she wanted to win the lottery. So she tried to go and win the lottery and it wouldn't work for her. She's like, okay, I understand this manifestation stuff. I understand this mind science. I understand all that, but it ain't working for me. Why? It is because she had the assumption that if she wins the lottery, someone else would not have money. Or if she wins the lottery, her family would be begging for money. And she had this assumption that if she wins the lottery, that she'll lose the money. So the moment she realized her frustrations around winning the lottery, and she addressed them like, I'm frustrated. Why am I feeling this way? And she changed her story that, you know what? It's okay if I win the lottery. Everyone wins if I win. It's okay if I win the lottery. My family will be okay. It's okay if I win the lottery. The situations around me I'm going to keep the money. So the moment she changed the story around winning the big lottery, you know what happened in her life, right? She ended up winning the lottery. Now, this is very factual. This actually happens. This lady lives in Australia. So I want you to think he just made up a story. No, this is very actual. This actually happened. The lady lives in Australia. Shout out to her. But this is the key. You can take lottery out of that and put whatever in, put change and put car. You can change and put relationship. You can change and put a particular shoes that you want. You can change it to whatever it is and watch what happens in your life. So I want you to realize, just like the lady winning the lottery, you should be winning in life the same way. You should be winning in the lottery of life. How do you win in the lottery of life? You have to first see, like she did, that she already won the lottery. She is a person not that's going to win, but a person who has already won, who is enjoying the spoils of winning the lottery. Like I gave the example before about the lemon. And somebody messaged me later and said, I keep seeing lemons everywhere. Why? Because your mind works that way. Let's read what my buddy said right here. Facts. The best use of imagination is practice. How you achieve your goals and aspirations. After all, what you choose to go for eventually becomes an extension of you. Right. So it starts first in your imagination. The game, you can hear all the game in the world. You can find out how to get numbers. You can find out how to move and psychology and all those things. But until you change your mindset, you are just have a bunch of information. And I've said this before, and I said it on here before. We're in the age of people being drunk with information, but lacking transformation. People are intoxicated with information, but don't have transformation. Let me say that for those in the back of the stadium that's listening to me. You can get all the information in your word. You can listen to me and listen to other people, get all the game, all that everywhere else. But I'm here to tell you, if you want transformation, it's completely different. It's completely different. I'm here to give you transformation. If you want that transformation in your life, you want to see your life go to the next level, book that consultation with me, because I can't give you everything here. I give you good information. But transformation happens behind the wall. It happens for those who are willing to pay the price. I want that transformation. Thank you for those who gave the cash apps and the super chats. You got to realize I've already seen those people giving already. Why do I see those people already giving already? Because I am money. That's why it's so important to support people who are giving you good information. So those who are listening, you have the opportunity. Let me get a cash app on there to give. There's the, did I put it up there? Did it work? Oh, wrong place. Oops. Yep, that's the cash app. To give the cash app. This is a perfect time for you to give. I'm going to ask. You have not because you asked now. Yeah, you got something from today. It doesn't matter. And the cash app is up there and the super chat is there. I'm asking to give. I'm not even begging. Where do I book the consultation again? Good. I'm glad you asked. Let me get it right for you. Madaratia man. Yeah. Let's go here. But it's all about transformation. Right here. Links. I'm glad you asked that. Copy. And here we go. Boom. Did I lose you? Guys should be here. Here we go. Here we go. That's where you book it. And then also too, and this is the thing. Before you sign up, realize I'm not for everyone. I'm not trying to get everyone. This is the thing. You got to be ready for the brink of transformation. And I'm not trying to reach everybody. I have specifically put in my mind, in my imagination, who needs to be reached with the message I have and where I'm trying to go. Well, ODA, what about the numbers? What about that? I don't care. And you'll see what I'm doing if I share it behind the scenes. But that's how you can book that consultation with me, that one-on-one. Please understand the price will be going up because, this is the thing. What I'm going to share with you behind the scenes, I cannot share here because it's good information I'm sharing here. But I'm going to share the hows, what I do personally to bring about transformation in my life. How I went from riding the bus up and down Euclid Avenue to where I'm at now, driving a luxury car. How I went at one time from a bad marriage to having a healthy relationship with a woman. How I went from not having any clothes, not having any style, to being able to dress and people compliment me. How I went from on ramen noodles You know them ramen noodles in the pack, you put the water in, you put it in the microwave, to eating fine dining. How I went from not having money to having three checking accounts, 3 bank accounts, let me say it that way, and a business account. How I went from having the wrong mindset, thinking that all women are dogs and all women want to do is cheat and all things, and how I went to having a healthy relationship with women. How I realized that I went from not being able to I failed in high school, I failed in elementary school, to now being an autodidact. How I went from not being able to take one trip to taking multiple trips last year to Florida and more other places out the country. That's you want somebody who's going to tell you the 0 to hero story. How I lost everything and then got it right back. That's transformation. I am not a person, even though I had a bad divorce. Second time around. I was married twice. To how I celebrate anybody who's married. How did you get past that? How I had no game. I think I shared how I had no game. I remember I hid behind me and my cousin. I hid behind a tree trying to talk to a particular girl. How I went from there, so I can go into any place and talk to anybody that's out there. How I went from not being a good father to being the best father and seeing the fruit of my sons being productive men in this world. How I went from not being able to read real good to being a scholar. You need to hear people that's what you need to, how my ways of studying. I have a certain particular way of how I study and process things. How I went from there to where I'm at now. Like I said, how I went from being on the bus to driving a luxury car. How I budget my money to where I'm at now. How did I get this game? That's what you need to do. That's what you need to hear. Facts. Facts. As the proverb goes, where you think you can, you can't. You are correct. Yeah. You whatever you think you can. Yeah, correct. So I want you to get. That's what you need to hear. How did LDA get to this place to get this game? Yes, I talked to some pimps. Yes, I read books about pimps. I talked to real live pimps. I know one. I got a picture with one. I never brought him up. Shout out to Good Game. We didn't talk on that level where we took the picture together because we went to the same high school. He was there before me, and I came after. I talked to some people that were in the game who taught me how to maneuver do women. How I went from having no woman, I couldn't get a woman to walk across the street for me, to getting a woman to drive in a snowstorm to come see me. That's the kind of guy you need. That's the kind of guy I am. How I got, just be very clear. I couldn't get a woman to walk across the street for me, let alone do anything for me. Look, LDA, that guy, laugh at me. To getting a woman to fly across in a snowstorm to come see me, or come from, say, out west to come see me, to where I'm at now. How I had no money. I remember I was counting $2. I had $1 to my name. Going into the store and I had to spend 50 cents on a little granola bar and then another 50 cents later on to eat. How I went from that to being able to eat on my birthday at a fine dining. That's transformation. That's my hero to zero story, my 0 to hero story. This is who you need to be listening. I am the person you need to. I'm gonna say it. I'm the person you need to be listening to. I didn't come out here with. Let's be very clear. I didn't come out here with all the game in the world. I didn't. I messed up my marriage, messed up the second marriage. I took responsibility, but it doesn't mean I didn't learn something from it. That's who you need to listen to, people who got transformation in their life and not just information. Y'all make me go off now. How I was bitter. All these women for the streets. Before Chris Brown even said it, I had that mindset. So how I celebrate women. I love them. They're beautiful. They smell good. They feel good. How did I get to that transformation? How was I a bad father to becoming a good father? And I'm giving you all that right now because it was my mindset that you need to change. How I was completely stubborn as a mule to being able to be flexible, but still be able to what? Protect my boundaries. That's why you book a consultation with me. Not because I'm LDA and I look cool or where. How I didn't have I didn't have no kind of fashion sense. I used to wear black all the time. I had a black hoodie, black jeans, black shoes, and that's all I wore. Just being very, I didn't like wearing suits. My father used to wear suits. My mother used to make her own clothes. I didn't like nothing about fashion. You couldn't catch me. No. Matter of fact, I had a suit back in the day. It looked like it looked like 2 sizes too big for me because I didn't care. Until now, I realize I got a suit in my closet that's tailor-made to me. Ain't nobody can wear that suit but LDA. How I went from there to where I'm at now, it was a change in the mindset. That is the difference. That is the difference. That's the transformation. That's what you need to listen to. That's why I do these shows. How I did podcasts when nobody listening to where I'm at now. You say, well, you don't like you'll get no success. I am so successful. Because some people who started when I started ain't here now. Some people who started after me and they got more numbers, but they burnt out. Their life is all jacked up. That's why I'm saying mindset is the right thing to have. So my 0 to hero, how I'm able to tap into the spiritual realm and bring back information. How I wasn't be able to do that. Couldn't do that to now where I'm at now. That is who you listen to. How I was mean to people. Let's be very clear. I was mean. So now I can walk in the room and light up the room. That's the transformation that you really need to hear. You don't need no more information. You need to hear some transformation. You need transformation in your life. If this has resonated with you, if this has got you, I want you to make sure you like, comment after this ends. Make sure you like, comment, and like and comment after this ends. And I'm letting you know, I'm saying this now. I am definitely in the process of changing the thinking class. I am. I'm being clear. I'm more on this now. If the person that you listen to has not evolved in their teaching and what they're saying, and they're still saying the same thing they said back in 1979, I know they're expert. I understand. You let me move on. You should be evolving in whatever you're teaching. That's why I'm not going to be general in what I talk about. I am a specialist in what I'm talking about right now. I'm a specialist in game and not an understudy and precise when it comes to the mind science. When it comes, and I want men to get this. Not every man. Woo! Thank you. There you go. I'm in the right place at the right time with the right mindset. I love it. Shout out to you right there. That's what I'm talking about. So this may eliminate a lot of people, but it's going to bring the right people. This is for people who want transformation. This is no. This is for individuals who are tired of living the life that they're at now, who wants to see transformation. and not a bunch of more information, people preaching to you, trying to teach to you, and there you see nothing happening in your life. This is a place of transformation, but it happens behind the wall. I'm going to build back the community, but it's only going to be for those who want transformation, who hear the information that I'm saying and say, LDA, how do I do this? That's where the transformation comes. I cannot share the how here, but I will show the why. This is Lawrence D. Adams. If you enjoy this, thank you for listening. Uh-oh. You know what that means. I will be back next week. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook. You miss a lot of things if you don't follow me on Instagram, especially Facebook and on TikTok. I'm about to probably eliminate a couple of those sites. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook. This is Lawrence D. Adams, and I am out.